The reproductive system is made up of internal and external sex organs that function in the production of new offspring. In humans, the female reproductive system is immature at birth and develops to maturity at puberty to be able to produce gametes and to carry a fetus to full term.
These functions are performed by organs belonging to the female reproductive system. First is uterus. The uterus is the largest and major organ of the female reproductive tract. The body of the uterus is connected to the ovaries by the fallopian tubes and opens into the vagina by the cervix. The lining of the uterine cavity is called the endometrium. And the main functions of the uterus is host the developing fetus, produces vaginal and uterine secretions, and passes the anatomically male sperm through the fallopian tube. Next is fallopian tubes. It connects the ovaries to the uterus. The main function of the uterine tubes is to assist in the transfer and transport of the ovum from the ovary to the uterus. Fallopian tube has 4 parts: isthmus, ampulla, infundibulum, and fimbriae. Next is ovary. Ovary are the site of egg cell or oocyte production. It produces estrogen and progesterone, hormones that act during female menstrual cycle and pregnancy. Now, what is estrogen and progesterone? Estrogen is the main female sex hormones which controls the development of female reproductive system and secondary female sex characteristics. For example, breast development, body hair appears, hips widen, and start of menstruation, while progesterone is responsible for maintaining pregnancy by preparing the uterus for implantation and maintaining of its elasticity. Next is cervix. Acts as the door or opening point into the uterus where sperm can travel to reach eggs and potentially lead to fertilization. During pregnancy, the cervix helps keep the baby in place until it's fully developed, and when your body is not carrying a child, your cervix helps to keep unhealthy things out of your body like bad water. Lastly is vagina. Vagina is a closed muscular canal that extends from the vulva, the outside of the female genital area, to the neck of the uterus cervix. Various factors can affect the health of your vagina, including sex. Unprotected sex can result in the sexually transmitted infection.
Aedrian James P. Galve, Reproductive System. The reproductive system consists of a number of sex organs that play a role in the process of human reproduction. The male reproductive system are urethra, scrotum, penis, seminal vesicle, testicle, and other small. Urethra, the duct by which urine is conveyed out of the body from the bladder and which is male vertebrates. Next, scrotum. Scrotum, the bag of skin that holds and helps to protect the testicle. The testicles make sperm, and to do this, the temperature of the testicle need to be colder than the inside of the body. This is why the scrotum is located outside of the body. Next, penis. The penis is the male organ for sexual intercourse. It has 3 parts. The root. This is the part of penis that attached to the wall of your abdomen. Next, seminal vesicle. The seminal vesicles are 2 small glands that store and produce the majority of the fluid that make up semen. During ejaculation, the fluid from the seminal vesicle is expelled into the ejaculatory duct, where it can then move on to mix with sperm and other reproductive fluid. And last is testicle. Testicle or testes. The testes are responsible for making testosterone, the primary male sex hormone, and for producing sperm.
In this video, I will introduce you what is the meaning of nervous system and some of the organs of nervous system. This is our nervous system. What do you mean by nervous system? The nervous system is a complex collection of nerves and specialized cells known as neurons that transmit signals between different parts of the body. This is essentially the body's electrical wiring. Systemically, the nervous system has 2 components, the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. These are some of the organs of nervous system. First organ is the brain. Brain is an organ that serves as the center of the nervous system in all vertebrate and most invertebrate animals. The brain controls our thoughts, memory, and speech, movement of the arms and legs, and the functions of many organs within our body. The brain consists of cerebrum, cerebellum, and brainstem. Second organ is the spinal cord. Spinal cord is a long cylinder of nerves that runs from the base of your brain through the vertebral canal through the backbone. The spinal cord and the brain make up the central nervous system. Spinal cord nerves carry messages between the brain and the rest of the body. Third organ is the radial nerve. Radial nerve is a nerve in the human body that supplies the posterior portion of the upper limb. The radial nerve travels down the arm and supplies movement to the triceps muscles at the back of the upper arm. It also provides extension to the wrist and helps in movement and sensation of the wrist and hand. Fourth organ is the median nerve. Median nerve is the main nerve of the front of the forearm. It supplies the muscle of the front of the forearm and muscles of the thinner eminence, thus controlling the coarse movements of the hand. It is also called Reberer's nerve. Fifth and the last organ is the ulnar nerve. Ulnar nerve transmits electrical signals to muscles in the forearm and hand. The ulnar nerve is also responsible for sensation in the fourth and fifth fingers of the hand, part of the palm, and the underside of the forearm. It is also known as musician's nerve.
Jelaine Umapas, the endocrine system and the other organs. The endocrine system is the collection of glands that produce hormones that regulate metabolism, growth, and development. And the other organs of endocrine system are hypothalamus, pineal body, pituitary gland, and adrenal glands. And there are more. First is the hypothalamus. Hypothalamus is a portion of the brain that contains a number of small nuclei with a variety of functions. One of the most important functions of the hypothalamus is to link the nervous system to the endocrine system via the pituitary gland. Next is the pineal body or pineal gland, also called conarium, epiphysis cerebri, pineal organ or pineal body, endocrine gland found in vertebrates that is the source of melatonin. And the other one is pituitary gland. Pituitary gland is common since science, since grade 7, grade 6. The major endocrine gland, a pea-sized body attached to the base of the brain. The pituitary is important in controlling growth and development and the functioning of the other endocrine glands. And the last one is adrenal glands. Adrenal glands are endocrine glands that produce a variety of hormones including adrenaline, and the steroids, aldosterone, and cortisol. And there are more.
Hello everyone, my name is Mosel E, Quilinguen, and for today's video or in this video is I am going to tell you or show you why is the system are important, which is female reproductive system, male reproductive system, nervous system, and last but not the least is endocrine system. So the first one is the female reproductive system. It is important because this system enables a woman to produce eggs, ova, or have a sexual intercourse, protect and nourish a fertilized egg until it is fully developed. Or, the organs of the female reproductive system produce and sustain the female sex cells, egg cells, or ova, transport the cells to a site where they may be fertilized by sperm, provide a favorable environment for the developing fetus, move the fetus to the outside at the end of the development period, and produce the female sex hormones. The female reproductive system includes the ovary, fallopian tubes, uterus, vagina, accessory glands, and external genital organs. The next one is, why is male reproductive system is important? Well, the male reproductive system is a grouping of organs that make up man reproductive and urinary system. These organs do the following jobs within your body. They produce, maintain, and transport sperm, or the male reproductive cells, and semen, the protective fluid around the sperm. And the next one is nervous system. The nervous system plays a role in nearly every aspect of our health and well-being. It guides every body activities such as waking up, automatic activities such as breathing, and complex process such as thinking, reading, remembering, and feeling emotion. The nervous system controls brain growth and development. Or, the nervous systems helps all the parts of the body to communicate with each other. It also reacts to changes both sides and outside and inside the body. The nervous system uses both electrical and chemical means to send and receive messages. Last but not the least is, why is endocrine system is important? Well, the endocrine hormones help control mood, growth, and development, the way our organs work, metabolism, and reproduction. The endocrine system regulates how much of each hormone is released. This can depend on levels of hormones already in the blood or on levels of other substances in the blood like calcium. And did you know? Without your endocrine glands and the hormones they release, your cells will not know when to do important things. For instance, your bones will not get the message that it's time for you to grow and get better. And that's all.